Uy, grabe ang bigat! This is probably the biggest box that I have ever had to unbox this 2025. Or I mean, since nag-start ako mag-tech vlogging, this is by far the biggest, the heaviest ever. Ang Vivo X200 Ultra. This is yung kanyang photography kit together with yung kanyang special lens. And mabibili mo lang to only if you buy the 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. Ano nga ba meron dito? Powered by the Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Elite. Meron siyang triple camera lens na Zeiss Optics, 50MP na main camera sensor, 200MP na periscope telephoto lens, and a 50MP na ultra-wide lens. Can let you shoot up to 8K and 30. And probably this is the dream phone na every photographer wants to have. Ang Vivo X200 Ultra with the photography kit. So tara, let's start unboxing. So since sobrang laki na itong box na ito, we'll be doing it here up front kasi hindi kaya ng tabletop, no? So buksan muna natin together with our blade. So dahan-dahan ko lang bubuksan, no? I'm really excited dito, no? Probably there's only a few tech vloggers that has the chance to unbox this one. And probably I'm one of the lucky ones. And gusto ko lang i-shoutout, no, kay Boss Michael Go for letting me borrow this one, ang ganyang prized phone na maging daily driver niya, no? And I get the chance to open it just for him. Swerte ko, di ba? So yan, napilas na natin yung first layer. So ganito yung itsura niya. It looks really nice. Mafe-feel mo na paghawak mo dito sa kanya, it feels like parang leather finish. So I'll open it. Uy, nice. Meron pang ano, may frame pa. And there's a quick message here inside. Iba talaga pag special edition, no? So this is one of the photos captured using the Vivo X200 Ultra. And there's other insert inside na pwede mo pagpilian kung ano gusto mo ipakita. Or you can even print your own photo and put it inside this frame. Ang ganda rin pala kaya capture ni Vivo dito. Tignan mo, look at this photo. Talagang special na special siya. Tignan mo, ang ganda ng kanyang packaging. So pag tanggal mo, it's just the regular packaging ng X200 Ultra. I have here is the silver edition na 16 tera. And ito na yung fun part. Uy, yung kanyang photography kit. Lahat nandito. So we have yung kanyang special na lanyard. Gagamitin mo to pang carry around, no? So it depends sa tao. May mga iba gusto nila. May ibang tao siguro hindi na masyado tripping ganun, no? Pang strap around mo, lalagay mo yung phone sa harap. Ganito yung itsura niya. We have yung kanyang camera kit. Ganito yung itsura ng kanyang case to. It looks really nice and premium. And ganito yung itsura na dito sa likod. Looks pretty nice. Pwede mo pa ilabas to, no? Gagawin mo siyang stand if you want. Meron siyang dalawang ring na pwede mo pampalit sa kanyang case. Pangkapit ng mga lens filter. Basically, you'll be slapping it over here. Yan. Ganito yung itsura niya pag kinabit. Lens filter is sold separately. I would personally recommend yung mga filter lenses ni small rig. Okay sila. And of course, ito yung kanyang camera kit. No? So you can see a Type-C port niya dito. Record button. Ito yung pag-adjust niya ng exposure. Shutter button. And of course, yung kanyang zoom button. Yung eject niya nandito sa gilid. Ito yung pinaka-inaantay natin, ang kanyang lens kit. Ito yung attachment, pangkabit ng lenses. And balita ko sa mga ibang tech vloggers do na this is quite a bit heavy. Kaya meron siyang holder ng lens. And ito na ang kanyang lens. Wow! Looks nice. Ganito yung itsura niya sa likod, sa harap, and sa sides. Gawa ni Zeiss to, by the way. And of course, yung kanyang phone itself, how can we forget? Medyo nawili tayo sa kanyang kit, no? Nakalimutan natin i-unbox yung kanyang phone. So, buksan muna natin with the blade. Probably this is one of my best unboxings ever. Ganito yung itsura niya when you unbox. We have your charging cable. We have your SIM ejector tool. We have your 90 watts na flash charge brick. User guide. And of course, may kasama siyang case na, well, jelly case, pero puti. Not bad. So, tanggalin muna natin sa case. Wow, it looks nice. Pero medyo, ano siya, medyo kunting kabigatan compared sa Pro, Medyo mas makapal na kanyang camera lens. Makita natin, no? Medyo lumaki. Though, masarap yung kanyang matte finish sa likod. I love yung kanyang feel. Swabe rin yung kanyang side metal frames, which is ganito ang magiging itsura niya. Ito ang kanyang ilalim. Maganda rin itong kanyang color silver. Meron din color red. And so far, itong buong kit na in-unbox natin, ang kanyang 16 gigs of RAM and 1 terabyte of storage. Mabibili mo to sa Shandy Philippines for 100,000 pesos. Link on the description box below. Now, this phone is also available in 12 gigs of RAM and 256 gigs of storage. Nasa around mga 61,000 pesos. Pero wala siya kasama mga camera kit which would be sold separately. More details on the link on the description box below or you can click the product link. Now, let's talk about yung kanyang design. One of the things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is very simple likod niya. Though, one thing na mapapansin mo coming off from the X200 Pro is that yung kanyang camera bump is way more thicker. Kahit compared kay Xiaomi 15 Ultra, mas makapal pa nga to. But another thing na nagustuhan ko dito sa kanya is solid ang feel mo dito sa kanyang side aluminum frames, which feels very sturdy. And by the way, this one is a quad curve na display, so it gives you yung smoothness na swiping from the left and right, top to bottom from yung mga edges na hindi siya makanto. But if you want extra protection sa yung screen, para sa dome glass coverage dito sa Vivo X200 Ultra ninyo. And this is currently running Origin OS 5 inside Android version 15. Now, another thing na nadagdagan din dito is yung kanyang camera button, which would be acting as a shutter button, or pwede mo rin siya gamitin pang-adjust ng exposure or pang-zoom. Now, this phone is being powered by the powerhouse na processor ni Qualcomm, which is the Snapdragon 8 Elite. Now, nung sinalang ko naman to sa AnTuTu benchmark, it gave me a 2.42 million points. And here is the breakdown score na nakuha ko. Powerful, di ba? 6,300 ka na loop score and 52% na ka na stability dito sa Wildlife Extreme. And ito ang score nakuha dito sa Geekbench, ka na CPU benchmark, and also sa kanyang GPU benchmark. Pagdating sa battery, this one is bigger. 6,000 mAh na silicon carbon na battery, which supports up to 90 watts na Vivo na flash charge, and of course, it can support up to 40 watts na wireless charging. Pwede rin siya mag-reverse wired charging and reverse wireless charging as well. Now, on a day-to-day basis, ginamit ko naman to for almost a week as my daily driver. And one of the things na nagusto ko rin dito sa kanya is quite good ang kanyang battery. This phone was able to last me for a whole day. Basta normal usage, wala kang maging problema. And nung sinalang ko to sa PCMark na battery stress test, under 50% brightness, and 60 Hz screen refresh rate, 18 hours and 41 minutes. Pretty solid for a flagship phone. Nag-record naman ako ng concert na video and I was able to let this phone last for 2.5 hours na recording. Nung nag-start recording ako, full charge at 100, and nung natapos ako for 2.5 hours na worth of recording at 4K 60, natira 32% pa guys. Sobrang kunat. And the best part, dire-diretso recording ko and hindi siya tumirik because of overheating. Pag sa iPhone yan, pag uminit, sorry, stop recording na. Napag-usapan natin quickly ang kanyang screen. This one is a 6.82-inch na LTPO AMOLED display with 120 Hz of screen refresh rate. Meron siyang Dolby Vision support and maximum brightness 4,500 nits. Ang protection na dito is armored glass. And another thing na kailangan nyo malaman, this one is IP69 dust and water resistant. So, better ang protection mo if nahulog to sa tubig. And one of the best part is that meron pa siyang underwater photography mode dito sa loob na yung camera menu. But for me, still best kung hindi mo siya ilublob sa tubig. Now, if you're like me, mahilig ka mag-scroll sa social media, swiping on this phone, very enjoyable dahil sa ganda ng kanyang refresh rate. One of the things na gusto ko dito sa kanya is when nagsiswipe ako sa mga social media, smooth na smooth, no? Giving me a great experience be sa Facebook, TikTok, or on the other social media apps dito. Basta scroll ka lang, no? You'll feel na sobrang okay. And if you're watching videos dito, expect to give you a really nice experience dahil sa ganda ng kanyang AMOLED display dito. And yung mga pinapanood ko dito na HD na video is maganda nga ng resolution and definitely maganda nga ng colors, and the black is definitely blacker. Now, with flagship level specs, dapat meron din siya flagship level na speakers. This one comes with a high-res audio. Gusto ko lang pakinggan na kung gaano kalakas ang ganang sounds pag sinagad-sagad natin. Here goes.
Gang, 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 gang.
Honestly, malakas ka ng sounds. And what's nice dito sa kanya is mafe-feel mo talaga yung ganda ng kanang sounds if you're listening to Spotify or just simply music video. Now, I did play 5 games dito on this phone. Playing Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Firelight 84, Call of Duty Mobile, and of course, si Delta Force. Pagdating kay Genshin Impact, wala kang maging problema dito sa kanya dahil sinagad-sagad ko ng graphics and honestly, the gameplay was quite good. Smooth naman siya and wala ko na-feel naman na frame drops kanya along the way. And I also turned on yung kanyang game boost mode to give me a better feel sa game. And true enough, it was really good. Immersive ang experience dito, magandang touch response, and the sound is quite good. And another thing guys, hindi ko nasabi sa inyo kanina, is that this one finally supports bypass charging, which is something very welcoming para dito sa X200 Ultra. After playing for 35 minutes, umabot ako ng 45 degrees Celsius. Pagdating sa Wuthering Waves, expect mo rin na wala kang maging problema dito. Sinagad-sagad ko rin ka ng graphics and setting it to 60 FPS. It was able to give me a good experience, lalo na kung medyo heavy ang bakbakan. And one thing na gusto ko dito kay Wuthering Waves is magandang kanyang animation pagdating sa mga battle. Makita mo naman sa mata mo na very detailed ang mga actions niya. One thing to like dito sa kanya is quite good ang kanyang graphics. Ay wala kang maging problema din sa kanyang touch response. After 30 minutes of gameplay, 45 degrees Celsius. Farlight 84, sinagad-sagad ko rin kanyang graphics, and for the first 15 minutes, okay siya. It was quite good, smooth naman siya. Pero pansin ko lang, no, after yung parang 15-minute mark, parang medyo may slight lang, no, na frame drop. Not sure kung it's due to my internet connection, pero may na-feel ako na slight na frame drops, no, habang naka-sniper scope ako. Parang biglang bumagal lang for 1 second, ganun na feel ko. But I just felt around mga 2 times during the whole gameplay. And the rest was quite okay. Touch response was good. Yung kanyang sounds was good. And overall gameplay was quite excellent. After 30 minutes of gameplay, 44 degrees Celsius. Call of Duty Mobile, wala kang maging problema dito sa game na ito. Dahil maning-mani lang dito sa Snapdragon 8 Elite itong game na ito. Sagari mo ng kanyang graphics, nilagay ko sa medium graphical settings and ultra ang kanyang frame rate, talagang ma-enjoy mo sa ng sagaran dito. The gameplay was good, and pinakamainin na inabot ko dito is 40 degrees Celsius after 30 minutes of gameplay. Now, pagdating sa Delta Force, which is one of my latest na favorite games, wala kang maging problema dito. Kahit mataas ang graphical settings na ilagay mo dito sa kanya, yung kanyang overall the gameplay was quite good. I was able to enjoy the whole game, and honestly, medyo warm lang siya after 30 minutes of gameplay at 43 degrees Celsius. Siyempre, pag-usapan na natin yung highlight dito sa phone na ito, which is yung kanyang camera. Starting off with a 50MP na main camera sensor with OIS, and this is a Sony LYT-818 na sensor. It comes together with a 50MP na ultra-wide lens with 116 degrees na field of view, and this is also a Sony LYT na 818 sensor. Powered by a 200MP na periscope telephoto lens with up to 3.7 times optical zoom. Ito naman is a Samsung ISOCELL na HP9. You can shoot up to 8K 30 FPS na video dito. And ang kanyang harap is a 50MP na selfie camera sensor, which is a Samsung S5K JN1. And it can shoot you up to 4K and 60. Now, one of the good things if you buy the photography kit is that kasama yung lens niya. Yung telephoto lens kit niya is not sold separately at the moment. You need to buy the full kit just to be able to use this lens. Now guys, i-enjoy lang natin yung telephoto lens attachment ni Vivo dito sa X200 Ultra. I'll show you some of the shots na nakuha ko noon. By the way, this is mounted on a tripod para mas steady ang kuha natin. So let's start off with a 200mm na shot, 400mm na shot, 800mm na shot, 1600mm na shot, 3,200mm na siya. Isipin mo gano'ng kalayo na yan, ha? And ang clear pa rin ng ganyan details ng fabric. And this is yung ganyan maximum at 5,400mm na shot. And kita niyo, no, still very good ang details niya. Ganun kaangas itong lens attachment ni Vivo X200 Ultra. And right now, pag-usapan naman natin the camera shots na nakuha natin using this one without yung telephoto lens na attachment. So, simulan natin ang ating camera analysis with some outdoor shot. And this is probably one of the better shots na nakuha ko on this camera. Masasabi ko sa inyo guys, sobrang yung dramatic tingnan. It's just a very simple shot na nakatingala lang ako, just took a snap. Makita mo yung details ng cloud dito. Looks very nice. Ang ganda lang ng tingnan. Ang daming niyang details. And this is another shot na nakuha ko. Basta sabi ko sa inyo na very nice ang performance ng camera ni Vivo X200 Ultra. One thing na mapapansin mo dito sa kanya, yung greens niya is a little bit saturated. Pero yung tipong saturation niya is quite good. Hindi mo masasabi na sobrang OA ang saturation. This is the type of photo na you would love to post sa iyong Instagram or sa inyong Facebook. Now, one thing na napansin ko dito sa flower na ito, pag hindi mo zoom, okay naman siya, no? Pero pag zoom mo, parang medyo hindi nang ganun ka-sharp tong photo na ito. Though, it's not bad. And if you're just simply walking around or let's say nasa ibang bansa ka, taking some quick snap ng vicinity, you'll be able to get some really nice snap. And I would say that this is definitely a good travel body. Kung mahilig ka naman sa mga flower shots, honestly, this is going to perform kasi ang gaganda ng mga shots na nakuha ko dito using this camera on outdoors. Now, nilaro naman natin ng different lenses. So, starting off with the ultra-wide shot at 0.6. This is a 1x zoom, 2x zoom, 3x zoom, 5x zoom, 10x, 20x, 30x zoom, 60x zoom, And ito kanyang pinakasagad, 105 times zoom. Makita natin, kita pa rin, kahit paano yung details ng kanyang kortina. Amazing. Now, tinry ko rin naman kanyang camera on night photography. I would say na this is a good camera on taking outdoor shot, while gabi, medyo in-enhance niya kunti yung sky, make it a little bit brighter, makita mo yung mga effect ng mga ilaw, looking good on this camera. Now, kung indoor naman pag-uusapan natin, expect naman natin na this camera can definitely perform. Taking some of these shots na nakuha natin, mga food shot, masasabi ko talaga na okay siya pang food photography. Dahil ang ganda ng mga kuha na dito, very nice, very sharp, and well, honestly, pag tinignan mo, mapapakain ka talaga na wala sa oras. Looking at all of these shots na nakuha natin, sharp, and yung ganda ng kanyang pagka-reproduce ng mga photos na ito for food photography, makita mo, litaw na litaw mga subject. Looks really nice and looks really yummy. Now, while I was indoor, kinabit ko rin ng kanyang telephoto lens na attachment, and these are some shots na gusto ko i-share sa inyo. This is a 200mm na shot, 400, 800, and 1,600mm na shots. Kita natin, yung mga beads, kitang-kita pa rin, which talaga nakakamangha yung camera performance nitong si Vivo. Now, taking some product photography on indoor, expect mo talaga na maganda ang mga shots na makukuha mo dito sa kanya. And just a very simple light shot dito sa kanya, talagang wala akong masabi sa ganda. Kapag selfies naman pag-usapan natin on outdoor, expect some really nice shot, dahil I expect this kasi sa X200 Pro, ang ganda ng selfie camera. And this one was able to maintain or just improve a bit. And true enough naman, magandang mga shots na nakuha ko from the outdoor. And pagdating naman sa indoor, though, yeah, you'll feel it's a little bit softer, pero honestly, maganda pa rin mga quality na nakuha ko from this camera on indoor. Kapag concert video naman pag-uusapan natin, honestly, not bad. Medyo ini-enhance ni Vivo X200 Ultra yung ilaw niya, yung brightness niya. Pero there are times na papansin mo sa likod, yung sa backdrop niya, medyo may kunting bleed yung kanyang kulay blue. Yung ilang siguro napapansin ko sa kanya. But overall, the video is definitely great. I was able to enjoy recording concert video using this phone. And one thing na gusto ko i-share sa inyo na itong camera niya was able to withstand a 2-hour straight non-stop na recording and hindi siya tumirik, which makes me amazed dito sa Vivo X200 Ultra. Though it's a bit warm sa likod, yes, I admit, pero hindi siya tumirik, which is good. Yung iPhone siguro, pag uminit lang yan, titirik na, magsistop recording na siya. But not on this one. In recording a 2.5 hours na video, nag-start ako recording from 100% and nagtapos ako still with 32% left in the tank. E kung front-facing camera naman pag-uusapan, expect nothing less but a really good camera dito sa Vivo X200 Ultra. Definitely mag-enjoy ka dito sa kanya kasi it's definitely built for vlogging. Kung ang kind of front-facing camera ng pag-uusapan, expect mo very smooth. Kita mo guys, wala tong gimbal. Pero transition sobrang smooth, I'm just using my bare hand dito. And resolution is definitely outstanding. So guys, nakita nyo yung performance nito. I would say it's definitely mind-blown. Some of the shots dito, I would say it's a bit better than the Xiaomi 15 Ultra. But there are times naman pagdating sa concert, mas feel ko yung na-video ko sa Xiaomi 15 Ultra dahil this one, medyo mas brighter siya and there are sometimes nakikita ko may kunting color spill sa mga LED lights. So, one downside lang siguro dito is medyo na-oversaturated siya if you're taking a video of concert. There are some people that might like brighter. There are some people who likes yung a little bit darker para medyo mas concert feel yung video na na-capture ninyo. Overall, this is definitely one of the best camera na you can buy for 2025. I mean, smartphone camera. So kayo guys, are you convinced that this is the phone for you? Let me know in the comments, and kung gusto nyo malaman kung saan ko binili itong buong photography kit, I got it from Shandy Philippines, or you can check the link on the description box below that I'll post. You can also click the product link as well. Now, if you like this video, don't forget to share it to your friends, and a quick sub sa aking channel is definitely awesome. I'll see you in my next video. And so, ako para si Richmond, and you're watching Gadget Sidekick. Like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. For one of my latest uploads, click the dito. And for one of my popular uploads, click here.